I don't know if it's work or not, but I think regardless of it, it should be protected.
I'd have to think about that for a long time. It's not a subject I think about every day.
They're doing it for money, they turn it into their own business, and technically they are their own entrepreneurs. It's their body and they get to choose what they want to do with it.
My name is Lisa Ordell, and I am a sex worker. There is still all these misperceptions, these mythologies, these modes of thinking about sex work as dirty, as bad, as sex workers, as vectors of disease, depraved. You know, in other times they were seen as wanton women, you know, overly sexual.
Oftentimes what you'll hear is that substance use, lack of income, sexual abuse in childhood or abuse in childhood, these are the things that define sex workers' health. But if you talk to sex workers, they'll say actually it's stigma and discrimination.
I've been in the industry for almost 17 years. At that time I started as a stripper, and I was a single mom, so I just decided I didn't want to live my life on welfare.
I think that if the women feel comfortable in doing it and it's not a forced situation, then it can be empowering for the woman.
It's how people get through life, and if that's the choice they make, that's their choice.
I'm using some part of my body to make money, but I'm not, I'm using my head, of course, but I'm not giving them my, what is inside this box, so it's still my parts.
Human sexuality for me has been like number one in my face, topic of my mind, because I know that sex is such a powerful energy, next to money. And you combine money and sex in sex work.
When you're very comfortable with your sexuality, but you growing up with, keep your body for you, and some of patriarchal model, it's very hard.
But I think people in general are uncomfortable. I mean, we have a lot of sort of like hang-ups around sexuality and appropriate sexuality, and this is definitely one of them.
You can just see their minds like spinning around with all these ideas, all these pictures in their head, whether they're pretty women pictures or, the darker side of the equation where women are drug addicted and on the street and emaciated, and that's like 10% of the population.
I'm not to judge if somebody decides to do that work, as long as they are able to and have the capacity to make that choice. I don't agree, especially because there's a lot of exploitation in the industry, and I think that's why I'm leaning towards this, no, it's not real work, because I think if we say it is, it fuels this vicious cycle of abuse and exploitation. But if a woman is, or even a man for that matter, is able and willing to participate in such acts, I guess I can't judge.
It's kind of abusive to your body and to other people, definitely.
I think that the notions aren't preconceived. I think we've been holding them for about 2,000 years, and I think that societies that have gotten over that stigma about sex work being work provide safer workplaces for the men and women who do that work.
It would be so much better if it were regulated, that there were, benefits. Free STD testing at any time, free birth control. I know we have free clinics, but I think that, it should be a regulated thing.
Why aren't women getting behind this and women seeing sex work as real work, as their job or their career, their profession?